Hey there, it's Donna Merrill, and I'd like to talk to you a bit about passion. What is your passion, especially for blogging? And I know we use that term so loosely, where, I'm so passionate about my blog, or you have to be passionate about this or that. Um, there's a difference between what you think you're passionate about and what you are actually doing about that passion. Okay. I remember once I decided I was going to garden. Okay, never before in my life, but I decided, hi, thanks for the like. I decided I'm going to garden. So in the front, I wanted to make my, the whole front look great, and good curbside appeal. Hello. And I wanted it to be really great, so I ordered this big, beautiful tree, with flowers on, a dogwood tree. That I didn't. Okay, I see a little hiccup there. I didn't plant that myself, but I did want to do all the perennials and all that stuff. So I decided I'm going to do this, all by myself. I'm going to plant, I'm going to rip up the grass, put down some gardening paper so the weeds won't grow, and plant these shrubs and do this and that. And as I was doing it, now I lived in a little small town at the time in Ithaca, New York, and we had a city street. So the bus would come by, and the bus driver would just shake his head and say, "You're never going to do that. You can't. You're too small," because I'm a petite person. So it took me a while, but I was so passionate about it. It's all I did. And I created this beautiful garden. There was 5 pieces of it along the sidewalk. And it did really well when I wanted to sell that house. And, I created this, curb appeal. But I realized then we could have passions, and I know I have many, but we actually have to do something about it. Okay. So when it comes to blogging, you need, to know you know your passion. You would say, yeah, I want to be a blogger. This is my specialty, and this is what I talk about, and this is what I want to teach people, and this is what I wanna. But you have to actually do it, because a lot of times, like bloggers, like I and many others would tell you, you have to have a passion for it. If you're not actually out there doing it, if you're not blogging, if you're not hanging out with other people, if you're not going to other blogs, if you're not doing this on a daily basis, yeah, you may feel it, but if you're not doing it, where did the passion go? Where did the passion, where did it leave you? It just leaves you in, never land. So you have to do something about your passion. I'm passionate about many things. I like to do lots of stuff. I'm interested. I have many interests, and I can't, I have to prioritize. Otherwise, I would just be like a space cadet, like just running around doing like a million things and getting nothing accomplished. So to accomplish your blog, to be a good blogger, to be, someone that you're going to inspire others to do, you have to be there, and you have to show up. You have to show up every day. And, a lot of times you may feel like, get frustrated, or life happens, or something, that's going to happen. Okay, when you're passionate about something and you want something done and you're doing it all the time, stuff's going to happen. Okay, in life, you'll get a flat tire. Things will happen. Life happens to us. Okay, but we have to deal with it, and we don't always. We're not robots. We're human beings, and to do be a good blogger, you have to show up. And if life takes you away, if something happens to you, okay, and life takes you away for a while, you really need to tell the folks out there, I'm taking a weekend off, or I'm not feeling well, so I'm offline for a while, and just put it out there. People understand. People really do understand. But following your passions is so important. Hey, thanks for that like. Oh, look at all the likes. I love when the little hearts come up, and this happens online. I like doing the little hey Frank. But it's all about your passions, and that's going to reflect on your blog, on social media, on everything. It's really hard to, run your own business by yourself. You have to kind of put those blinders on, okay? And you have to, I always talk about time management and stuff like that, but when we get down to the passion, it's so easy to say but so hard to do. It's really hard to stick to it. So if you're passionate about your blog, it's going to reflect on social media. It's, people are going to start saying, oh yeah, that's so-and-so, that's a blogger, or that's a marketer, or this one creates apps, or this one, people get to know exactly what you're doing because they see you, they see who you are, they see what you do, they really get to know you, and, something pops up and something's interesting, you're going to be the go-to person for that, for the inquiring minds. So yeah, you have to keep your passions, you have to kind of direct them, and first you have to do something about them. You got to show up, you got to be there, and you have to really, focus your time management and all that stuff to be able to, get it done. And the more you do, okay, the more you do with, your blog, okay, the more you do with it, the better you're gonna get at it, and the more people are gonna see you as an authority in what you're doing. Okay, so don't let distractions make you give up or make you feel terrible or whatever. I mean, I go through times where I feel like, I gotta write another blog post. I really want to go out here and there, and how am I going to do all this? But I have to create my mindset, and yeah, right. It happens to all of us. We're not, wired for, doing a business all by ourselves. We're not humanly wired for that. And to create and to follow our passions are great. And, we need to do it, but we have to be able to complete our tasks, okay? And blogging is a never-ending task. So sometimes you start feeling like, oh my God, like, how, what is this? It's a journey. Okay, I mean, look at it as a journey, and I've been blogging for several years now, and I see the journey. I see how much I've grown by taking courses and learning and sharing that information all the time and creating products and doing all this stuff. It grows into many different facets. Okay, so yeah, life is going to get you down. You're going to have responsibilities. There's going to be stuff going on, but that is life. And enjoy the journey of your passion in your blog, okay? Enjoy it. Don't let it slip up. Don't let too much time go between each post, okay? I know it's the summer, so I've been having a lot of guests on my post because I want to enjoy other things, and my guests take care of that, and I don't have to do so much work. But and having guests on my blog has been great. I like it, but sometimes things happen. I know when I had about 2 years ago, I had to be offline for 2 weeks because I was visiting and traveling, and I couldn't get online. I was like in the forest and all that. So I asked two of my blogging buddies, would you do this back to back for me? And they did, and they answered everything. My blog was still going on. So yeah, you have to have that momentum and that passion for it. And if you can't show up, you could always ask a blogging buddy to help you out. So this is what you have to do. So, being passionate. I mean, I tried to do some niche blogs myself that failed terribly. I mean, like really bad stuff. I mean, because I was passionate about like women's creams and this and looking young and all that stuff. I started getting passionate about that, created a niche site, and then I started looking at the ingredients and saying, oh my God, what if someone gets a rash? What if someone, uses this and this product and it's no good? So I tore that one down. Then I had another passion. I says, oh, baby clothes. It's so, they're so expensive. I want to, sell baby clothes. So I still have that site up somewhere. But, and people come to it and buy. I don't know. I just don't pay attention to it because I just kind of left it up there. But I couldn't spread myself too thin. I realized when I started putting up niche sites that I couldn't, be 5 Donnas. I'm only one Donna. So that's why I have Donna Merrill Tribe. That's my biggest passion, is to teach others. So I had to let go of other things. So sometimes you do have to let go and, and really, fine tune your passions, fine tune it, and go with it. If you're blogging, I know blogging is a very big commitment. It's not like I'm going to write 5 blogs and I'm going to make money. It doesn't work that way. It just doesn't. I mean, maybe you hit the jackpot. Maybe it worked for some people. I don't know. But I've been around for a long time. And what I see is, it's a commitment, a labor of love. And it's kind of fun when, people come to your blog and they comment, and you go to theirs and you start making friends and get to know one another. And you start making friends all over the world, So health, beauty, let's see. Health, beauty niche is so competitive. It is competitive. Yes, the health and beauty niche is very competitive. It's very hard to stand out in that crowd, but you can. There's ways that you can do it. If you are in the health and beauty niche, even though it's competitive, there's ways to stand. I wrote a blog post, how to stand out from the crowd, about a month ago. So maybe you could check that out if that's something that, hey, Michael, I didn't see you in a very long time. How are you? But you can always stand out in the crowd, because let's face it, blogging is competitive. Okay. It's a huge, I mean, people are coming in, by the thousands every day, setting up blogs. So it's a highly competitive thing. I think it all is, but health and beauty, you're right. It's very competitive, very competitive. And, I started getting into that once, but I didn't want to because I felt too responsible for, anything. And I wouldn't do anything ingested, because then I would, go crazy thinking, oh my God, someone's going to get an allergy, or, oh my God, people are going to put face cream on and it's going to give them rashes or whatever. Because when I went to the manufacturers and I started really getting into it, I'm like, I wouldn't put that on my face, so I'm not selling that, So, it's really, it comes to, your passion. And yeah, if you're in that health and beauty thing, check out my blog, How to Stand Out in a Crowd. I think that's the name of it. But I wrote a whole big blog post on how you could do that and stand out in your crowd when you're blogging. Okay? Because there's many ways to do it. We're all unique people, and, think of it as like this big pie, okay? And you just want a little tiny slice of that pie to make you lots of money, okay? Because this pie can hold like billions of dollars in it, okay? And they're all buying, say, the same, power drink. And they're all buying different ones, okay? So say you're in the health thing. And all you want is just a slice. And you can stand out in the crowd because people will resonate with you. It's all how people will resonate with you and the whole bit. But your passion is going to shine through. I'm passionate about blogging. People see it. I write about it. People email me and say, write more about beginners bloggers. I'm not in. You told in the past you were, so I mentioned it. Oh, good. I'm glad you're not in it. because I did mention that, yes. And, whatever it is competitive. You can stand out in a crowd, but you have to be passionate about what you do. You really need that passion and stick to it and not get distracted. I think distraction is the biggest part of failure, because I know for myself, I'm blogging and I start doing something, I get distracted because I get all passionate about something else, and I have to tell myself, no, just put blinders on, just keep going, and read about that later. Don't do anything about it, because otherwise I'll have like a million niche sites all over the place for dogs and healthcare and this and that and everything I'm passionate about, water lilies, whatever. But and that's great if you're doing something like that, but you have to, do it with passion, not because someone told you you can make a lot of money doing this stuff. So that's my little tip for today is passion. Passion from here, get it from here to out there, okay? And be consistent with it all the time. Okay, thanks for joining, everyone. Hey, Michael, I didn't see you in years. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for viewing this, and you can catch on the replay in case you missed any part of it. Okay, thanks, guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye now.